Ready?
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Oh, shit, wait.
Wait, what?
There we go. Hi, guys.
Hi. I'm going to go a few seconds over. We have a new game this time.
All right, we're just going to do random questions. So, Damien, do you believe in fate?
No.
Okay.
Next.
What is the worst job you ever had?
Oof. Well, it's probably the best and worst job I had, and it was filming a pitch video for Amazon while I was in North Carolina. Amazon hired this guy named Josh Paul, and to shoot something that is supposed to be like a reality TV show, talking about reality TV shows. It was kind of meta. And I just ran into Josh Paul, like, while I was working at Best Buy selling cameras. And he just like, you really know your shit. I'm like, yeah, kind of went to school for it. Thank you.
Look at me.
And then he's like, can I get your information? I'm like, yeah, sure. What kind of camera you have? 4K DSLR camera. He's like, holy shit. Because I need one of those. And so, yeah, he actually contacts me, and we film in downtown Raleigh. And there's a lot of drunk people in downtown Raleigh, lots of bars on that strip. And we just interviewed a bunch of random people. It went till about 3 a.m.
I've experienced the drunkenness there because I've been the drunk people there.
Yeah. Yeah. But that wasn't difficult. What was difficult was the host that we had was Johnny Fairplay, and he was on Survivor. I had never heard of him until that show.
What a douche.
And so because he's somewhat of a celebrity, he had some connections, and he heard about like some events that went around. And I need to go to Windfall Island. No, that's Dragon Roost. What? Where is it? Windfall. There we go. And where am I facing?
So I feel like our Wind Waker playthrough is playing games. The game. Like, because first it was the jelly beans and now this bullshit.
Right.
This was not on purpose.
Of course it was.
This was definitely not.
Whoops. This was totally planned.
Unplanned. Definitely not trying. Anyway.
But yeah, Johnny Fairplay had some connections, and he had heard about this event that was going down in Charlotte, North Carolina. And Charlotte is a pretty big place. Like a very, very popular like event city. And the event was for like a bunch of wrestlers. And I'm not sure what exactly all the wrestlers were doing there. It was just like a party at a Hilton University hotel. And originally we were just going to film in downtown Charlotte again. But then after my director heard about it, he was just like, let's go do that. Like, no planning. Doesn't tell anybody. Just, like, randomly pulls on, like, two random people to be other camera operators with spare cameras that he had. They had never worked with cameras before. And I was the only one there who had any, like, camera operation experience. And then we get there. We try to book a room for... We try to book, like, 2 conjoined rooms. But what the hotel did, and actually I had to buy the room. My director wasn't there. So, and he was going to pay me back later. And when I bought the room, it was just a 2-bed room instead of 2 conjoined rooms. So, got a refund on that because they didn't have any of those rooms available. And then we find this like just this big empty room full of like dining chairs and other miscellaneous tables, like for people to eat or have like a little panel, like at a convention. And it was just empty. There was eaten food on like the side of the table, like something had just happened and everybody left. So we assume that that room isn't being used anymore. We managed to find one female wrestler, and she managed to get an interview done with Johnny Fairplay. And then Johnny left to go find other wrestlers. And this guy and then a few other people come walking into the room, and he gets all uppity, like, what the hell are you doing in this room? And I'm like, we're filming interviews for Amazon. Or that's what my director said. I was not a confrontational person. And neither was my director, because a thing to note is that my director is... He has... I'm not sure if it's a physical or a mental disability, but he has a disability. And so he can get very anxious when confronted. And so this guy just starts yelling at my director, saying a bunch of shit like, you wouldn't come into someone else's house randomly and just start, or have somebody come into your house and just randomly start filming. And we're like, are you fucking serious? This is a public venue.
Right.
Because we didn't have to pay to come to this event.
Right.
It was just a thing. And apparently this dude is like a gigantic wrestling fan and apparently was hosting the entire event. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I kind of got his anger, but at the same time I didn't.
Right.
Because that was an empty room.
Right.
We didn't know that somebody was going to use it.
Right.
And so he just started, and while me and one of the other crew guys were trying to pack up all of our shit so we could get out, that way we can avoid confrontation, the guy just gets all up in my director's face, just like cursing at him, screaming at him, and the only thing that my director can do can like film it because he was getting tense.
Right.
He actually has to have like a dog with him normally just to keep him like calm.
Yeah.
And he was stuck in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
He couldn't leave because the big dude wouldn't let him go. And we had to like go out another door and leave like some of our equipment out this door.
Jeez.
And then the manager of the hotel that day kicked us out.
Wow.
Which I kind of get, because, you know, we asked for a room, but we didn't get it. Then we had to ask for a refund. So obviously the manager wasn't on the best terms with us already.
Right.
And we did take up a room without asking.
Yeah.
So it was just a whole mess of just anger and no planning.
Yeah.
So everybody was to blame in this situation.
Yeah.
The host of the event escalated. The manager took his side and didn't really help us in any way.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't like any rules set for this event.
Yeah.
And my director didn't plan this at all. He just showed up and started doing stuff.
Right.
So then we leave the place, and the guy hosting the event, while we were getting our equipment packed into our cars in the parking lot, the dude hosting the event was like, why aren't you calling the cops on them?
What the shit?
Yeah. And my director was like, I'll have you arrested for verbal assault. Because...
Yeah.
And he had the whole thing filmed.
Right. Yep.
But after all that, we finally leave, and we end up going to like this random like barcade, but we didn't do anything there, and we ended up going into downtown Charlotte and filming anyway, and it was like 2 a.m. at that time.
Jeez.
And I was already getting pretty pissed. One of the crew guys left and got paid for doing nothing.
Oh.
And he, after right when we got to downtown Charlotte, we found that not all of his equipment was in his car. Like, it was like thousands of dollars worth of like audio equipment and lenses for his cameras. And he kept saying that maybe the guy stole it. Yeah. Because since we had to go out of like different doors and leave on different sides of the doors, they were just left by a door that we forgot about.
Right.
And then when we get when we get to downtown Charlotte, we film for a little while, and that was okay, even though me and Johnny Fairplay were pretty fucking tired.
Yeah.
It's 4 a.m. Then I find out like a week or two later that my director went back to the hotel to inquire about, the equipment.
Yeah.
And he got his bag, but half of the equipment was gone.
Wow.
And security was there, the manager was there when the products were found. They even have tapes of it.
Right.
Except after they found the stuff, the rest of the equipment was gone.
Wow.
And I'm pretty sure my director pressed charges.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what happened after that. So yeah, well, I did my dream of filming something, and for Amazon of all things, and I got paid for it.
Yeah.
It's just the lack of planning and the guerrilla style filmmaking was so stressful.
Yeah.
There was no planning whatsoever. It's one thing to like have a plan and things go wrong. It's another thing to just do shit and not expect things to go wrong.
Yeah. Well, we'll do something else next time.
Well, we had a whole episode where I actually exclusively talked.
Yeah, just you, man.
Yeah!
Oof, it was rough. See you guys next time. Okay, bye.
Bye.